Hi everyone, this is Dr. S. Samir Pasha, Assistant Professor, Department of Political Science, Government First Grade College, Devanhalli. In my today's online class, I am going to explain you about the salient features of Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution is a unique constitution in the world. It has its own special features. Before understanding the features of Indian Constitution, we must know the meaning of Constitution. Constitution is a fundamental law of the nation. It is the supreme law of the country. It is a set of principles or rules which regulates the nation and the government and the people. Each and every country in the world must and should have their own constitutions. We can't imagine a nation without constitution. According to MacIver, constitution which governs the nation. Constitution governs the nation. MacIver says that. So, each and every country in the world has their own constitutions. The root word of the constitution is a Latin word constitute, which means to form or to establish. So, Constitution is formed or established by a constitution making assembly, which has the members directly elected by the people for the purpose of preparing constitution. In this way, Indian Constitution is also prepared by a special constitution making assembly. Indian Constitution has so many important unique features. Let us discuss one by one. The first important feature, written constitution. Indian Constitution is a written document. It is found in a document because it was prepared by a special constitution making assembly. In the world, we can find two types of constitutions. One is written, another one is unwritten constitution. Say for example, British Constitution is best example for unwritten constitution. But in India, we have written constitution. Second important feature, biggest constitution. Indian Constitution is biggest in size. It is considered as jumbo size constitution. In the world, Indian Constitution is biggest because it has 395 articles, 12 schedules, 22 parts and more than 100 amendments. So, it is regarded as a biggest constitution in the world. Number 3, Republic. Indian Constitution declares that India is a republic. Republic means the head of the nation, the president, indirectly elected by the people of India. So, India is a republic. In India, the president indirectly elected by the people for a period of 5 years. So, India is considered as a republic. Next important feature, democracy. Democratic country. Indian Constitution declares that India is a democratic country. Here, the people are given political, economic and social rights. The Constitution upholds the individual liberty here. The governments came into force on the basis of elections. So, India is considered as a republic. India is considered as a democratic country. Democracy prevails in India. Next important feature, secular state. Indian Constitution says that in its preamble, India is a secular country. Secular country means religious freedom is given to the people. The people are free to enjoy their own religion. They can follow their own religion. There is no restriction over the people to follow any kind of religion. Religious freedom is given to all. So India is a secular state. The government doesn't interfere with the religious activities of the human beings. Next important feature, preamble. Indian Constitution has its own preamble. Preamble is nothing but brief summary of Constitution. Indian Constitution's preamble starts with the name of the people and it also ends with the name of the people. It is like this. The preamble of India begins like this: we the people of India, and lastly ends with the name of the people. So it is a unique feature of Indian Constitution. It explains about the aims and objectives of Indian Constitution. Next important feature, fundamental rights. Third part of Indian Constitution deals with the fundamental rights. Article 12 to 35 explains about the fundamental rights. 6 fundamental rights were given to the citizens of India. Earlier, the original constitution consists 7 fundamental rights, but now we have only 6 fundamental rights. Right to property was taken back. Next important feature, DPSP, Directive Principles of State Policy. Part 4th of Indian Constitution deals with Directive Principles of State Policy. Article 36 to 51 deals with these principles. These principles are in the nature of guidelines which should be followed by the central government and state governments. But these principles are not compulsory. They are optional in nature. Next important feature is single citizenship. In India, our constitution offers single citizenship to its citizens. Wherever Indians may be born, they are all considered as Indian citizens. But federal countries like America and Switzerland, the people are enjoying double citizenship. But in India, we have single citizenship only. We may born in Karnataka or we may born in Jammu Kashmir, considered as Indians. So it is an important feature of Indian Constitution. It gives single citizenship to its citizens. Next, independent judiciary. It is also one of the important feature of Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution offers so many powers to the judiciary. Judiciary is free from the control of executive and legislature. It is autonomous body. At the apex level, Supreme Court is there. Next to Supreme Court, state level, there is high courts and subordinate courts considered as district courts and municipal courts are existed in India. So judiciary is given so many important powers. Next important feature of Indian Constitution is federal system. Indian Constitution doesn't say that India is a federal country, but Article 1 of Indian Constitution says that India is a union of states. In this regard, we believe that in India we have federal system, but the word federal doesn't found in our constitution. We have at present 30 states plus one central government. The powers of the government divided between central government and state governments on the basis of 3 important lists, namely union list, state list and concurrent list. Union list belongs to central government, state list subjects belongs to state governments, and concurrent list subjects belongs to both central government and state governments as well. Next important feature is universal adult franchise. In India, we have universal adult franchise system. Here, on the basis of adultness, those who are completed the minimum age of 18 years are eligible to cast their votes in elections. Either they may be male or female, educated, uneducated, there is no restrictions over the voters. But some important qualifications also fixed to offer right to vote. The minimum age is 18 years. The people should not be lunatic. They should not be bank